Picture two people walking into the same job interview. The first one is wearing a designer belt, expensive sneakers, a shirt covered in logos. Their phone is the newest model with a cracked screen and a brand name case. They spent roughly $1,400 putting this look together. The second person walks in wearing a $22 white button-down, a $28 slim leather wallet clipped neatly in their pocket, clean $35 shoes, and a $25 watch on their wrist. Total outfit, under $150. Guess which person the interviewer assumed came from money? It wasn't the logo parade. Here's the uncomfortable truth that the fashion and luxury industries spend billions of dollars hoping you never figure out. Looking expensive has almost nothing to do with how much you spent. It has everything to do with which things you spent on. The average American spends over $1,800 a year on clothing, and most of it doesn't make them look wealthy. It makes them look like they tried. And trying too hard, that's actually one of the clearest signals of not having money. Today, we're going to fix that. I'm going to walk you through 10 cheap things, most under $30, a few under $50, that signal wealth more effectively than a bag with a logo ever will. And yes, as a financial channel, I'm going to give you the money math behind each one, because the goal isn't just to look good, it's to look good while actually keeping your money. Before we get into the list, I need to reframe how you think about this. Wealthy people, genuinely wealthy people, are not trying to look wealthy. They're not wearing logos to prove something. Real wealth doesn't need a billboard. Real wealth is quiet, clean, and intentional. There's a concept in personal finance called status signaling, spending money not because you need the item, but because you want others to perceive you a certain way. It's one of the most financially destructive habits out there. People take on credit card debt to fund a lifestyle that communicates, "I have money." Meanwhile, the signal is actually, "I'm spending money I don't have." The people on this list are doing the opposite. They're spending very little on the right things and walking out the door looking like they have a trust fund. Let's get into it. The first is a handheld clothes steamer, which ranges from $25 to $35. Nobody talks about this one, and it might be the single highest return on investment item in this entire list. Here's the thing. A $15 shirt from a discount store, worn wrinkle-free, will always look more expensive than a $200 shirt that looks like it was pulled from the bottom of a gym bag. Wrinkles are the single fastest way to make clothing look cheap. Not the brand, not the price tag, the wrinkles. The average professional-grade dry cleaning bill for a single item is about $8 to $15. If you're dropping clothes off twice a month, that's easily $240 to $360 a year just to get the wrinkles out. A handheld steamer costs $25 once, and it takes 90 seconds per shirt. The wealthy don't walk around in wrinkled clothes, not because they're paying someone to iron everything, because they own a steamer. What to do? Get a compact travel steamer. Keep it in your closet. Use it every single morning before you leave. That's it. That single habit will upgrade how you look more than a new pair of shoes will. Number 2 is a plain white or neutral button-down shirt. There's a reason every old money, quiet luxury, I don't need to prove anything aesthetic is built around simple, neutral basics. White shirts, beige, camel, navy, cream. No graphics, no logos, no slogans. Just clean, solid fabric. This is not a coincidence. Logos and prints are marketing tools. They were designed to get you to pay money to advertise their brand. When you wear a large graphic or a visible logo, you're telling the world, "I paid for this name." Genuinely wealthy people don't need to advertise anyone else's name. They wear their own identity. A plain white cotton button-down from a mid-tier retailer runs $18 to $30. Worn, well-fitted, steamed, and tucked, it looks like it costs $250. I'm not guessing on that. It's been documented in social studies on perceived wealth signals. Fit and cleanliness beat brand name. What to do?
Own at least 2 plain, neutral basics. Doesn't matter where you buy them. What matters is no visible logos, good fit, no wrinkles. Those 3 things alone do 80% of the work. Number 3 is a slim leather or faux leather wallet. Let's talk about something that most men completely ignore: what they pull out of their pocket at a restaurant. The overstuffed, Velcro, falling apart wallet stuffed with receipts and loyalty cards from 2019, that one image tells people more about your relationship with money than anything you're wearing. It signals chaos. It signals someone who doesn't have systems. It signals someone who keeps everything because they're not sure what they need. Now contrast that with someone who slides out a slim, clean, minimalist leather wallet with 2 cards and some folded bills. That's not just about aesthetics. That's a money mindset signal. And here's the money math behind it. Genuinely wealthy people tend to have fewer accounts, fewer cards, and fewer unnecessary things in their financial life. The slim wallet isn't just a style choice. It reflects a principle. Less clutter equals more control. A quality-looking slim wallet runs $20 to $35 on Amazon. Faux leather is fine. Nobody's testing your wallet for material composition. What to do? Declutter your wallet this week. Toss the receipts. Remove the 12 loyalty cards you never use. Keep 2 cards, your ID, and some cash. Buy a slim wallet that closes flat. Done. Number 3 is a simple, minimalist watch. I want to be very clear about something here because people get this wrong all the time. An expensive watch does not make you look wealthy. A clean watch makes you look wealthy. There's a massive difference. I've seen people spend $400 on an oversized, diamond-encrusted watch that screams, "I just discovered I could spend money." And I've seen people wearing a $30 Casio field watch that looked like they summered in the Hamptons. The watches that actually signal old money are simple, clean face, leather strap, or simple metal band. No complications screaming for attention. Think the kind of watch that a person who doesn't need to impress anyone would wear. Here's the money math on this one. The average American watch purchase is $150 to $200. You can get the exact same visual signal, actually a better visual signal, for $30 to $50. That's $120 to $170 savings per purchase. What to do? Look for watches with a clean white or black face, a simple strap, and no flashy elements. Brands like Timex, Casio, and several Amazon private label options give you the aesthetic at a fraction of the price. Wear it consistently. A watch is a quiet signal that says, "My time has value." Number 5 is a shoe cleaning kit. I can't stress this enough. If you only take one thing from this entire video, let it be this: people notice your shoes before they notice almost anything else. Multiple studies on first impressions confirm it. Shoes are one of the first visual anchors people use to form a judgment about you. And the most expensive shoes in the world, worn dirty or scuffed, will make you look like you don't care about yourself. Clean shoes, even $30 shoes, communicate that you are a person who pays attention to detail, and that is an expensive signal. A basic shoe care kit, cleaner, a soft brush, maybe some white edge paint for sneakers, runs about $10 to $15. That's it. One purchase that extends the life of every pair of shoes you own and upgrades how every outfit reads. What to do? Clean your shoes before you leave the house, or at the minimum, once a week. For white sneakers, keep a cleaning spray and brush at your door. For leather shoes, a quick buff every few wears. This takes 3 minutes. It makes a $40 shoe look like a $200 shoe. Number 6 is tailoring a single basic piece. This is the most underused tool in affordable style, and it connects directly to a financial principle I talk about a lot: cost per use. A $100 blazer that fits you perfectly will be worn more often, last longer, and project more value than a $400 blazer that fits like a potato sack. The blazer isn't expensive looking, the fit is expensive looking. Here's the data. The average off-the-rack garment does not fit most people well. Shoulders are too wide, sleeves are too long, the waist has no shape. A $10 to $20 basic alteration, hemming a trouser, taking in a shirt at the waist, shortening a sleeve, transforms a cheap piece into something that looks like it was made for you, because now it was. This is exactly what wealthy people do. They don't always wear the most expensive clothes. They wear well-fitted clothes. The tailor is their secret weapon. What to do? Identify one piece in your closet right now that you like but you don't wear because it doesn't fit quite right. Take it to a local tailor, budget $15. The transformation will shock you. Number 7 is a neutral, structured tote bag. Logo bags are a trap. I've talked about status signaling already, and logo-heavy bags are status signaling at its most expensive and most transparent. Here's the irony. A $35 cream-colored canvas tote or a simple structured faux leather bag from a mid-tier brand
often reads as more expensive than a bag covered in a designer's initials. Why? Because the people who can actually afford anything don't need the logo to justify the bag. They choose what looks good, not what announces its price. This is a documented phenomenon in consumer psychology. It's called inconspicuous consumption. Genuinely wealthy people actually trend away from visible logos as their net worth grows. The logo phase is often a beginning wealth signal, not a true wealth signal. A structured tote, a simple canvas bag with clean hardware, or a minimal crossbody runs $20 to $35. It looks expensive because it's clean, structured, and quiet. What to do? If you carry a bag daily, swap it for the most minimal, neutral option you own. Clean hardware, no logos, solid shape. If you don't have one, $25 on Amazon gets you there. Number 8 is a fragrance decant or small eau de toilette. Scent is the most underrated wealth signal on this list. Studies on perception and social status consistently show that people who smell good are perceived as more confident, more successful, and more trustworthy. Scent triggers an emotional response before conscious thinking kicks in. It's one of the few signals that works before someone even looks at you. Now, you don't need a $300 designer bottle. You need a decant, a small portion of a quality fragrance, usually 5 to 10 milliliters, which you can buy on websites like Decant X or FragranceNet for $15 to $25. That $20 decant, it's often the exact same formulation as the $250 bottle. Same scent, same ingredients. You're just buying less of it. What to do? Pick one signature scent. Wear it consistently. Don't layer 3 scents. Don't drown in it. 2 sprays max. A signature scent is a $20 investment that people will remember you by for years to come. Number 9 is neutral, well-maintained nails. This applies to everyone, not just women. Your hands are one of the most frequently seen parts of your body. You're shaking hands, gesturing, handing things over, typing, and the state of your nails says a lot about how much you value your appearance. That is an expensive signal. You don't need a salon. A $7 nail tear kit, file, buffer, clear polish, or neutral tone, cuticle oil is a one-time buy, 5 minutes once a week. The financial parallel is this is about maintenance over replacement. Wealthy people maintain what they have. They don't wait until something is completely broken before addressing it. That's true for their cars, their homes, their finances, and yes, their hands. What to do? Buy a basic nail kit this week. Set a 5-minute Sunday routine. Clean, file, buff, moisturize. That's it. And the difference it makes is disproportionate to the effort. And finally, number 10, a single quality-appearing piece of jewelry. Here's the rule. 1 elevated accessory upgrades an entire outfit. 10 cheap accessories cancel each other out. Wealthy, well-dressed people tend to wear very little jewelry, and what they do wear is simple, clean, and intentional. A pair of small gold hoops, a single chain necklace, a thin bracelet, 1 ring. Not 6 rings, not a stack of colorful bangles, not a charm bracelet that sounds like wind chimes when they walk. 1 thing done with intention. The good news is, a piece of simple, minimal gold tone or silver jewelry runs $10 to $25.
Brands like Mejuri have entry-level pieces, but honestly, Amazon and Target have options that are visually indistinguishable from fine jewelry when worn correctly. The trap most people fall into is more jewelry, more accessories, more layers. But the wealthy aesthetic is almost always less, better. What to do? Look at your current jewelry situation. If you're wearing more than 3 pieces at once, edit down to 1 or 2. Replace anything loud or statement-heavy with one clean, minimal piece. Buy it for $20. Wear it every day. Let it become part of your identity. Let me give you the number that matters here. If you bought all 10 of these items today, the steamer, the white shirt, the slim wallet, the watch, the shoe kit, one tailoring alteration, a tote bag, a fragrance decant, a nail kit, and one piece of quality-appearing jewelry, your total spend would be approximately $210 to $290. Now compare that to the average person's approach to looking expensive. Designer bag, $500 plus, logo sneakers, $200 plus, name brand watch, $300 plus, designer belt, $150 plus. That's $1,150 before you've even bought the clothes. And as we've established, it doesn't actually work better. Often it works worse. The difference between those two approaches over 5 years, if you invested the $900 plus in savings at 8% return, that's roughly $1,320 compounded on a single decision. Looking wealthy by being smart with money is wealth-building behavior. These aren't just style tips, they're a financial mindset shift. Here's what I want you to do before you close this video. Look at your current wardrobe, your accessories, the things you reach for every morning. Ask yourself honestly, am I spending money to actually look polished, or am I spending money to signal a status I don't have yet? Because here's the thing, you can look like money without spending money. And the people who actually have money, they figured that out a long time ago. That's partly how they have money. The cheapest version of expensive isn't a logo. It's a steamer, a clean shirt, and the confidence to walk in the room without needing to prove anything to anyone. One last thing. If this video saved you even $50 in your next shopping decision, do me a favor, hit subscribe. I put out videos every week on exactly this kind of thing, how to build real wealth, not the appearance of it. Because the goal isn't to look rich, the goal is to actually be rich. I'll see you in the next one.